I decided to veer off the trail and blaze my own path up the mountain in an attempt to challenge myself. The problem was, I hadn't marked my route. I glanced up at the waning sun, hanging above a mountain peak in the distance. Dusk was approaching, and I guessed I had about an hour of daylight left. Although I wasn't sure where I was, I knew that down was the best way to find myself. After a few gulps of water, I started back down the mountain. Minutes passed, and I became acutely aware of how alone I was. No voices, no laughter, no joggers or hikers, no rumbles of engines, dirt bikes, giggling children. Nothing. The breeze had stilled, along with every creature around me, it seemed. I glanced over my shoulder, my stomach tickling with nerves. How had I ventured so far from the trail? As much as I'd like to say that it wasn't like me to be so irresponsible, making decisions without thinking them through was pretty much my MO. My brother called it reckless impulsion. My psychologist called it restlessness. I'd been called eccentric, beatnik, flighty, flower child, and my personal favorite, Beverly Hills boho. I preferred free spirit. I took life as it came, one day at a time, a foolish notion that was alien to my elitist upbringing. One day at a time became my mantra the day I turned 16, stole my father's credit card, and caught the first flight to Europe with nothing but a carry-on. I'd made it through Greece, Bulgaria, and was on my way to Istanbul when I encountered a young, handsome, yet prickly-looking fellow sent by my father to pack me up and send me home. His latest and greatest Harvard-educated intern, I'd learned. After a few nights showing him more than just the sights, I allowed him to pack me up, and I journeyed home, leaving Jake the intern heartbroken, and my mini-crisis in the rearview mirror. I'd arrived home to frozen credit cards and a note that told me to get a real job. Instead, I'd traded the Cartier watch my father had gotten me for my 13th birthday for a rusted Volkswagen hatchback and crossed the border, earning me fluency in Spanish and a wicked case of food poisoning. I never took a single penny from him again, not one single penny from the Zajac fortune. The terrain was becoming rockier, steeper, and I had no memory of the area. I picked my way through the brush while shadows from the slanting sun swayed back and forth in a breeze I didn't feel. The world was darkening around me, and with every step, I was growing more and more anxious. Clink, clink, clink. I froze, my ears perking at the pitched sound breaking the eerie silence of the woods. Clink, clink, clink. It was a metal-on-metal tapping, in perfect repetition, somewhere in the distance. What the heck was metal on metal in the middle of nowhere? My wildest dreams, my most terrifying nightmares, couldn't prepare me for what happened next.